Hey everybody, welcome back to Talk That Talk, and today we have to talk about a few things. We are going to start off with Khloe Bailey. Now, I was on TikTok last night. Make sure to follow Talk That Talk on TikTok if you are not, because we are on there too. I was on TikTok last night and I noticed that some of Khloe Bailey's fans had a lot to say about why she isn't succeeding as much in music. I'm going to play you guys the clips.
The reason is because she's not digestible by white America. Let's talk about it. The general population of these major countries that have a lot of influence on the charts, like United States and the UK, is still white people. Meaning, if you're not digestible by those people, your music's not gonna chart. Oh, but Lizzo's doing numbers. Let's keep it a buck. Lizzo doesn't make music for black people, and that's fine. But let's just call a spade a spade. The reason why she continues to do numbers is because her music is digestible by that general population. As black people, we tend to listen to R&B and hip hop more than pop music. Meaning, if you're still listening to radio, you're listening to R&B and hip hop radio stations, not pop radio stations. So just like with your own music that you're streaming, you're only hearing what you want to listen to. And that's why as black people, when we see Harry Styles or Taylor Swift always charting, but we've never heard the song, that's because that music isn't being played where we're listening to music, and that's what's charting. The reason is because she's not digestible by white America. Let's talk about it. The general
I feel like that is not the reason why the songs are underperforming, and I think we kind of know why. I was reading through the comments of that video, and many people pointed out the reason why. One, she's losing and gaining fans. What I mean by that is her core fan base don't really fuck with that kind of music, but she's gaining new fans who do really like that music, and that's why it's kind of stabilizing. Like, it's not the core fan base and new fans, it's core fan base leaving, new fans coming. Her last couple songs have all sounded the same. Someone also said that. They are all in the same vein, the same nature. And not saying like, you know, Megan Thee Stallion does it too. A lot of artists, their music sounds the same. But I think her old music hit different for some people, and that's why they had like a lot of variation in their music. So Khloe and Hailey. And so people aren't used to this. And it goes back to the age-old tell. Why did Justin Bieber produce a R&B album and it not win any R&B categories at the Grammys, etc.?
So a lot of people are basically saying that her music is only appealing to a certain audience, you know, rap, hip hop kind of people, you know, basically a more black audience. And that since her music isn't consumed by, you know, a lot of people who listen to pop, it's not really as mainstream as it can be. Also, there were a lot of people in the comments who had a lot to say about, you know, how they were fans of Khloe and Hailey, but when Khloe went on her own and she was more, you know, sexy and everything like that, they felt like she just kind of completely switched up on them, and they're not really getting that same vibe that they were fans of when they were fans of Khloe and Hailey. So people couldn't really get with Khloe solo and who she was solo. They're still fans of Khloe and Hailey together and the type of music that Khloe and Hailey makes. Some people also said they're tired of what Khloe is singing about. And this ties back into the kind of music that they were originally fans of, which is Khloe and Hailey, because they weren't rapping about, you know, panties to the side and all. I mean, they weren't singing about panties to the side and all that other stuff. Granted, I like the song Surprise. She has a good voice. Her songs are good, but I think her fans just had this kind of shock value, and they're trying to catch up with how Khloe has evolved. They're trying to catch up and they're still lagging. So a lot of people had stuff to say about that, but mainly they're saying, you know, her audience is mainly going to be like rap, R&B listeners, which is more of your black listeners. And if most of those listeners still are not fully accepting Khloe as a solo artist and what she's singing about now and her performances and stuff like that, it's going to be a slower climb for her as people start to adjust to who she is as a solo artist. So what is your opinion on that? I thought that was really interesting because I myself am a Khloe and Hailey fan, and it was hard for me to adjust to Khloe as a solo artist. I definitely want her to win, but I am definitely still adjusting, not gonna lie. Now, let's talk about Kehlani. Kehlani got into it in the Starbucks drive-through line. I don't even know if this is considered a fan, but he was pretty much ready to go off on her. Let me play you the clip.
Like every ma'am, Ma'am, you don't need to tell baristas that I'm an asshole because I have an opinion. Get your drink and go away. I can have an opinion like everybody else. Why are you entitled to an opinion and not me? You want to...
So Kehlani looked like she was trying everything not to come out that car and hit that guy. She looked like her therapy has been working, and she was tested, and she like, you know what, you are not gonna get the best of me today. I am moving on. And that's exactly what she did. And can you imagine going to a Starbucks and then you getting into it with a fan or one of the workers? Completely unnecessary. Now, I mentioned this before in one of my previous videos about the new girl group called Khloe. And if you guys haven't listened to them, definitely check out their new EP. They have like 5 songs on there, and they're actually really good. It's really refreshing to see a girl group out, okay? A singing girl group is really refreshing. So they are currently in the studio with Sean Garrett, and Sean Garrett has written for artists like Beyonce, Britney Spears, Brandy, Usher, Sierra, and Destiny's Child. So I'm really excited for where this group Khloe is going to go. I hope that when they put out their first debut album, it does really well for them. Really, really excited to hear about it. Now, let's get into Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. I'm telling you, I feel like I've been talking about them for days and days and days, but they just have so much going on. The fans are accusing Cardi B of copying Nicki Minaj's look because they had the same hairstyle. Also, the flip side of that, fans are also accusing Nicki Minaj of copying Cardi B because they have this similar look. And I'm going to show you guys the pictures, of course. The fans are saying that one is copying the other copying the other one. I just don't understand the back and forth. People are also saying that Nicki is copying Cardi because she's dropping this song Freaky Girl and Cardi dropped the WAP song. So it's just kind of like the fans are really putting them against each other. I mean, let's just have them exist in the same space. You know, I mean, it's just kind of getting out of hand. But it is really a lot going on with Cardi and Nicki right now. And I think it is so entertaining to watch. But finally, let's get into Khloe Kardashian's ass. Because Khloe Kardashian is really a mess right now. She is having a baby via surrogates with Tristan Thompson. The baby is on the way. Apparently, they planned all of this right before, like a month before she found out that Tristan had got a girl pregnant and had the baby. The baby was basically on the way, about to be delivered here, you know? And it's just kind of like, dag, so you thought your relationship was good and well. Y'all planned the baby with the surrogate. Everything's in motion. And then you find out a month later that Tristan has a baby coming. Like, what? So, I mean, we know that Khloe wants her kids to have the same father. You know what I mean? But this is really a hot mess. A lot of people are saying, like, is this really fair? Because Kylie lost her best friend, you know, her real best friend. And they're just forgiving Tristan left and right. They've forgiven him a few times for cheating on Khloe. And clearly they knew that Khloe had got this whole surrogate thing. And they didn't even cover it in the Kardashians' reality TV show the last season. They didn't even talk about this. They literally stopped the season with like, Khloe finding out that Tristan had a baby on the way and he cheated on her and she had no idea about it. So they didn't even cover it. They knew that this thing was going on the whole time. They clearly, so like, is this timeline for real? Because why didn't they talk about it? Or are they going to save it for season 2 with their partnership with Hulu or whatever? So we'll have to see how that plays out. Let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.